My biggest strength. You know, I get asked this question a lot of times by young people, you know, teachers, families, like what do you consider to be your biggest strength? These days I'm really fortunate, I'm really blessed. I've been given fantastic family, you know, some of my friends that have really chosen to stick with me through some of my darkest days and my darkest times. And of course I've got fantastic supporters, people that just continually touch me by being there for me and believing in my cause and believing in the work that I do and opening doors for me. But my biggest strength, actually, I think, comes from within. Of course, things are good for me now. It weren't even that too long ago that I was in a much darker place. I mean, a real dark place. I was starting a 12-year sentence for a drug-related offence. The reality is, no matter what newspaper you read, you know, nothing prepares you for the reality of prison. I'm talking about being on 21, 22-hour lockdown. I'm talking about being cramped in a space, a 12 by 16, often for those kind of big hours, with someone who may not even like you, someone that actually wants to cause you harm. I'm talking about a real space in my life where I felt powerless, I felt hopeless. I saw this film the other day, Shawshank Redemption, and the one thing I've got to say that that film gets right is that at night time you hear the walls wailing. You see every day is the same thing. You see the prison van roll up, people walk on the wings, you know, big busted shoulders like they're in control. And then by that night time you're just hearing the walls wailing. And why are they wailing? Why are these guys crying? It's not over the fact that they're in a hotel, as some newspapers call it, you know, a holiday camp. It's because there's no birthdays in prison, there's no Christmases in prison, there's no hugs in prison. It's a place of paranoia and fear. It was hard, not just for me, but for my family. I can't underestimate that to you. Like, I had been on the phone call to my family, my sister was struggling. It was a big wake-up call. I knew that I'd hurt a lot of people around me by what I'd done. I betrayed their trust. The police had gone through my life with a fine tooth comb. I was having to go to court and try and make a patchwork, and that's exactly what it was out of this disastrous, numerous choices I'd made. And it was really, really difficult. At the same time, I got to see people that were really close to me just fall away because suddenly I just didn't matter. And anyone who's been to prison will tell you that actually there's these few moments of the week that they look forward to, and that is when they go to gym. It's the time when they can escape the regime of prison, they can escape their cave mentality, and that's what it feels like when you're stuck in this space for a long period of time. And I'd gone into this gym and I was really fortunate. I'd had a number of people. It just turned out to be, no matter which wing I was on, there were a number of people that would somehow, they would just take me under their wing. I don't know why this happened, but I think it was because these guys were imagining, like, my gosh, if this was my son and he was in prison, like, how would I want him looked after? And so these guys, no matter where I was, they would just take me under their wing and look out for me. And this specific guy was this guy that was looking out for me. His name was Daddy Silk. He was an old school Rastafarian guy. I used to just like being around him because he'd spill a lot of wisdom. You know those people, you just focus on them because whenever they're talking sense. And in prison, people like him were few and far between. On this specific day I was in the gym. I'd waited my turn and I sat down underneath this bench press, and you know, I'm supposed to do the warm-up, which is just pushing the bar. But my gosh, like, I just couldn't push the bar. I just couldn't push it. I was struggling. And Daddy Silk's looking at me like, what's going on? Like, what's happening for you? And I'm just like, brother, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. And I can start to hear the other guys in the gym start to grumble because this is their time. We're not in the gym for a long period of time, we're in there for just a couple of hours. So they're getting like, what is he doing? Like, get him off the bench, all of that stuff. And I'm sitting underneath this bar on my back, and suddenly like Daddy Silk appears over the front of the bar. He's like upside down, if you can imagine that. And he's like, what is going on for you? And I'm like, I just don't know what's going on, Daddy Silk, I can't do it. And he said to me something which I'll never forget. And he's just like, you know what it is? It's not the weight that's causing you the problem. It's what you're using to lift it. So I hear him and I'm like, what is he saying? But I'll tell you, at the end of the day, at this stage, pushing the bar was just the appetizer for me. You might not get it because obviously I look quite slim and stuff. You probably think he doesn't go to the gym, but the reality was the bar was just the appetizer. We're talking like 20 kilograms, and I've been pushing that bar for like the last previous times the weeks I've been in prison. Like, I'd easily scaled the bar. So why was it that I couldn't push this bar? No, I'll tell you what it was. I was crushed. Inside, I was hurt. I was hurt by my actions. I was hurt by who I'd become. I was hurt by the people that had let me down. I was hurt by the fact that I'd let myself down. I was hurt by the fact that actually everything was on top of me. And I'm in this place of powerlessness, helplessness, and I'm feeling crushed. I'm feeling absolutely mortified. So what's he saying to me? He said, it's not the weight that I was pushing, it's what I was using to push it. Let me tell you something. I just got focused, razor focused very quickly. I was like, yeah, this stuff's gonna happen to me. This stuff's gonna happen right now. I pushed that bar like it was nothing. I hear Daddy Silk load up the bar. The two guys coming in, put 20 on each. I pushed that like it was nothing. It was like a feather, it felt light. Put another 2 on, now we're talking 40 each side plus the bar, that's 40, 40, 80, plus the bar, that's 100, bang, push that. Put on another 20. To cut a long story short, I pushed more in that one session than I have ever pushed. I was getting close to around 150 kilograms, and the last one, I was like, I couldn't push it, I was just like really, really struggling. And that's when Daddy Silk, I see him gone in. As anyone who's been doing stuff in the gym, yeah, you just use your 2 fingers and you're just gently helping that person, but 80 to 90% of that push was all me. And when I pushed it up, he locked the bar and he said, look at you, just look at you. That was a big learning curve for me, because what? I'm not going to get knocked down by something. I will use my strength, I will use my pain, I will use my hurt, and I will use it in a way to take me to levels that I'd never seen before. And it was amazing to see and amazing to feel, because here's the reality of it. Some people, they get knocked down. We're all human beings. We get crushed, we get hurt, just like I was. You're just getting broken, non-stop broken, non-stop anxiety, non-stop dramas, yeah, non-stop hurt by what people have said to you, even now or in the past. Maybe you're experiencing trials, maybe you're experiencing challenges, maybe you're experiencing hurt, maybe someone close to you, really close to you, is just causing you non-stop hurt, non-stop pain. Maybe your life is just like that. Maybe you're just going through a really dark period in your life, exactly the same as I was. But here was what I found out, is that for me, my biggest strength is that I am good at recycling my pain. From that day forward, whatever happened to me, I was going to hit back twice as hard. There's 3 things I really want you to take away from this video. The first thing is that we all have problems, we all have faced difficulties, we all face challenges, we all, and life isn't fair. The way it deals out the cards in the deck actually is not fair at all. Some of us are going through challenge after challenge, difficulty after difficulty, obstacle after obstacle. Here's what I'm saying to you: recycle your pain. You've got 2 choices. You can either let it crush you, break you, destroy you, slow you down, make you procrastinate, make you say no, make you doubt yourself. But if you allow that to happen, you won't get anywhere. Like, recycle your pain. Use it to take you to another stage, another place that you never thought you could ever do. The second point I want you to take away from my story is this. In that place of darkness, in that place of despair, I was seeking out people with wisdom. No matter what you're experiencing, you need to have the right people around you that are going to make you stop and think, that are going to be helping you to sort of see things differently. Point number 3 is this. Even when I was pushing the bar in the last set, it was too much for me to push alone. I needed someone else to help me, to even just like what he did is just try and help me raise that bar. Here's the reality of it. Whilst there are plenty of things, loads of things that you're going to have to deal with on your own, the reality is this, that actually there will be loads of occasions where you will need other people around you. Other people that when they see you making that push, they step in just as he did underneath the weights, just to help you get just that little bit further and help you achieve your dreams, achieve your goals. So many of us, when we're faced with problems and issues, we say, no, I'm going to deal with this on my own. No, I must be the only one going through this. No one else can ever understand it. I'm telling you that's not the case. Seek out those people that not only motivate you and can help inspire you, but can also help support you. You know, as much as everything that I've achieved over the last 11 years, none of it was done on my own. There's been people that have opened doors for me. There's been people that have backed me when no one else would back me. There's been people that have said, hey, you know what, I've got some people that I need you to meet. Or these people here, they can help forge your career. They can help you think about things differently. Seek these people out. And remember this, as tough as the road may get, like you're not actually on your own. But get that help, get that support. And like I said, recycle that pain. Push yourself. Get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable. And I'm going to say this to you, like, go for it and make your dreams an absolute reality. So my name's Junior Smart. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and I look forward to reading your comments below. Until next time.